Sorry, I had to look up this is a donated request, and I had to double check the name just to make sure that I didn't give credit to the wrong person. This is the Kingdom of Allah, Know Your Creator. This is Merciful Servant. Yes, it is. And this was from, I'm going to butcher your name, so I'm sorry, Salima or Salim. It's one of them, or it's neither. I'm not off to be wrong. So let's break this down and get into the video right now.
يا نفس إن لم تظفري لا تجزعي.
Who is Allah? We want to refresh our iman. We want to be attached to our Creator. We want to fear nobody but Him. We want to please none other than Him. So who is Allah? Come with me to Surah Al-Hadid, chapter 57 of the Quran, where Allah, He says, introducing Himself to us, لَهُ مُلْكُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. He is Allah who has the kingdom of the heavens and the earth. يُحْيِي وَيُمِيتُ. He alone is the one who gives life and death. وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. And He is able to do whatever He wishes. يُسَبِّحُ لَهُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. Everything in the heavens and the earth glorify Allah, and He is the most mighty, the most wise. Ya Allah, هل تعلم له سمية. Do you know anybody who shares even one of these characteristics with Allah? Who is Allah? Come with me to chapter 6 of the Quran, Surah Al-An'am. Allah says, وعنده مفاتيح الغيب وعنده مفاتيح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو. He has the keys to the unseen. No one knows them except Him. ويعلم ما في البر والبحر. And He knows everything that is on land and everything that is within the sea. وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها. And there isn't a single leaf that falls from any tree except that Allah has knowledge of it. ولا حبة في ظلمات الأرض. And there isn't even a grain within the darknesses of the land. ولا رطب ولا يابس. Nor is there anything moist or anything that is solid إلا في كتاب مبين. Except that Allah.
Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's do this. Back to the video.
Except that Allah has knowledge of it. It is written within a clear record. La ilaha illallah. We bring to your attention, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, the description of just one of Allah Almighty's creation. He is an angel, the chief of the angels, Angel Jibreel alayhi salatu wassalam. The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam saw him in his true angelic form. Ahmad narrates in his Musnad that Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, the companion, he said, رأى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم جبريل في صورته. رأى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم جبريل على صورته له 600 جناح كل جناح منها قد سد الأفق يسقط من جناحه من التهاويل والدر والياقوت ما الله به عليم. He says the Prophet ﷺ saw Angel Jibreel in his true angelic form, and he had no less than 600 wings, and every one of those wings was huge enough to fill the horizon and cover the skies. One wing spread out covers every cloud, covers every star, covers the sun and the moon, covers every inch of that blue sky that we see. One wing. What then can you make of 600 wings? And if this is the majesty of just one of Allah Almighty's creation, what then can you make of the beauty and the majesty of the Creator Himself? La ilaha illallah. I bring to your attention, dear brothers and sisters, yet a second creation from Allah Almighty. This is the description of one of the angels who are carrying the throne of Allah. Abi Dawood narrates in his Sunan on the authority of Jabir that the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, أذن لي أن أحدث عن ملك من ملائكة الله من حملة العرش ما بين شحمة أذنه وعاتقه مسيرة 700 عام. He said, alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah has given me permission to give you, O Muslims, a description of just one of the angels that are carrying the throne of Allah. He said the distance between his earlobe and his shoulder is the distance of 700 years worth of travel. If that is the distance between his ear and his shoulder, a hand span of a distance for us human beings, what then about the size of the rest of this angel? What then about the enormity of the rest of his body? If this is the size of one of the angels who are carrying the throne of Allah, what then about the enormity of the throne of Allah itself? And if this is the size of the throne of Allah, what then about the Lord and the King of that throne?
The ni'mah of seeing. Today we've forgotten. Today you and I think what? That to see I need a pair of eyes. You're wrong. Because there are millions around the world that have eyes, but they can't see. It is Allah that allows you to see. Today you think to hear, I need a pair of ears. You're wrong. Because there are millions around the world that have ears. They're stuck on their heads, but they can't hear, my brother. It is Allah that allows you to hear. Today you think to walk, I need a pair of legs. You're wrong. There are millions around the world that have legs, but they can't walk. It is Allah and Allah alone that allows you to walk. Allah, not you. Allah, not you. Allah doesn't need you, my brother. Allah doesn't need me. Allah doesn't need us. And we have to understand, because this is Aqidah. You have to know this so that when you worship, you are always humble. When you worship Him, you never have pride. When you worship Him, you never have arrogance. Because you know, at any given point in time, I am where I am only through His mercy. Only through His rahmah, I am where I am. Not because of your own actions. And to know with depth, with yaqeen, with certainty, that Allah, the King of Kings, doesn't need anyone. He doesn't need anyone, my brothers. Wallahi, everything you see around you, everything. Today, the Muslims have so much fear in their hearts. Fear of the kuffar, fear of the West, fear of laws, fear of regulations, fear of this and fear of that. But to know that Allah Azza wa Jal is not in need. Wallahi, my brothers, wallahi, I take an oath by Allah. You have to come to terms. You have to come to believe with certainty that every single human being, whoever lived, whoever's living, and whoever is to come and live on this earth, wallahi, every single human being, every single jinn, every single animal that walks on this earth, every single bird that takes the flight in the sky, every single fish that swims in the oceans of Allah Azza wa Jal, wallahi, every single land, every single country, wallahi, with all their governments and all their military force and all their might and all their science and all their money and all their know-how, all with the exception of none, every country, every tree, every grain of sand, every mountain, every river, every ocean, wallahi, every star, every sun, every moon, every single planet, every single angel, the billions and billions and billions of angels, all of them, with the exception of none, Mikael, Jibrail, Israfil, all, the first heaven, the second heaven, the third heaven, the fourth heaven, the fifth heaven, the sixth heaven, the seventh heaven, the ocean above it, the eight that carry the throne of Allah, the hearts of Allah, all are dead, all are dead. Nothing moves, nothing stops, nothing makes, nothing breaks, nothing gives, nothing takes, nothing rises, and nothing falls, nothing harms, and nothing benefits in Allah.
Most people have no clue that in 2020...
Dude, you're ruining what that was, that moment right there. Yeah, that... I don't want to interrupt that guy because I'm scared he's going to hit so hard and shake my table. I'm actually lifting my drink up out of fear. Everything that guy said was like, it hit me. It was like, damn. And the more he kept going, he was scaring me. You don't fear God. I got it. Or no, you do fear God. I got that. You don't fear anything else. I fear that man, and I just met him. Because he's so intense. He could sit in front of me and say everything he just said and then followed up with, now give me your money. And I'd be like, you got it, sir. Take it. Whatever you need. Help me rob a bank. Okay. What do you want me to do? Drive? Whatever. You are intense, my friend. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. This man, there's one person on the planet I fear. It's that guy right there. Because if I was talking, that man could, that was intense. I got a feeling he's not done, but I had to take a break. I had to pause because I hadn't commented yet. My comment was, that guy's intense. Slamming his hand on the table. There was something inside of me that was like, I was jumping. I better unmute it. All right. Oh, he's not done. Good. Is he?
And into this, yaqeen and faith is in your heart. That nothing, that everything is dead, everything, except Allah. Allah doesn't need anything, anyone. No prophet, no angels, no jinn, no ins. We need him. He's al-Hayyul Qayyum.
Can I just counter one thing he said without him getting mad at me? I'm going to mute it real fast just so he can't hear me. So he says you don't need the prophet. But okay, let me rephrase that. God didn't need the prophet, but did he though? Or did he not? I would say he did, if the intent was to get the people to understand their purpose. I would say that he would have needed them for that way. Otherwise, you just be born with the knowledge that this is what you would need to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would think that you put the prophets down there to teach the people. But if the prophets aren't there, then the people would continue to worship false idols. They would continue to do this and do that and live in sin or do this. This chair is garbage. So yeah, does that make sense? And I understand the greater thing is no, you don't. No, God doesn't need the prophets. I understand that. But in a way, I would counter that and say, but without the prophets, the people wouldn't understand what it is that they are supposed to do. Does that make sense? And I know the argument will be, well, no, he doesn't. Right. But then you would have to tell the people this is what they would have to. I think I'm just kind of going in a circle now, but I'm unmuting. I didn't want him to hear that. Okay, back to him.
He's the ever living. So you might say, brother, I'm alive. What's so special about that? I'm living. Yeah, but your living is dependent on his existence. He's the first with no beginning. He's the last with no ending. He's Allah. He is Allah. Al-Malik. He's the king. He's the king. He's the one who on the day of judgment, when everything will come to an end, when Allah Azza wa Jal will order the destruction of every living creature, When Allah Azza wa Jal will order the destruction, the death of every human, of every animal, of every jinn, of every angel, until there comes a point where there is absolutely nothing in existence except Allah. And Allah will call out, أين الملوك? أين أبناء الملوك? Where are those kings? Where are those kings who thought they were kings? Where are the sons of those kings? Allah will call out, where are the tyrants? Where are the gangsters? Where are the boys that thought he was something? Where? أين أبناؤهم? Where are their children? Allah will call, where are they? And then He will ask, لِمَنُ مُلْكُ الْيَوْمِ? To who is the kingdom today? Who? Nothing will answer. Allah Himself will answer. Today it's to Allah, the one and only.
Allah asks,
I like that nothing will answer, but I just want to add that he leans back and he does this, and I did not hear him knock his cup off the table, which makes me believe he had beaten his table so much that the cup just feared and jumped off itself. That cup of water committed suicide out of respect and fear for that man's intensity. And I completely understand. That man is, if there are more videos of that man out there, don't recommend them. That man scares the hell out of me. In a respectful way, don't tell him that I said that. And if he watches this, I was just kidding.
ألم ترى أن الله يسجد له من في السماوات ومن في الأرض? Don't you see, O people, that everything in the heavens and the earth prostrates to Allah? والشمس والقمر, and so does the sun, and so does the moon. والنجوم والجبال, and so do the stars, and so do the mountains. والشجر والدواب, and so do the trees, and so do the moving creatures. وكثير من الناس, and so do many people. وكثير حق عليه العذاب, and many people will be punished. Ya Allah. Isn't that amazing? From all of creation that's in existence, they are all in submission, all in sujood to Allah, whether we see it or realize it or not. And the only exception is a minority who happen to be from the weakest of all creation. He is man. He and the jinn, they refuse.
Why did the sound just go out? That's not me. I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you what. Since the sound went out, let me go back to when the sound went out, and then I'll just read. Okay, let's go back a little bit more.
Happen to be from the weakest of all creation. He is man. He and the jinn, they refuse.
Oh. Terrible at this. O human, what has made you careless concerning your Lord, the most generous? What has made you careless concerning your Lord? Does that mean what's made you not care about a God? Or what has made you careless concerning your Lord? Or what's made you not pray? I don't know how to take that. I'm sure it's simple, but because of the language and how it reads, I'm not quite understanding it. Let's keep going. who created you, fashioned you perfectly, and gave you due proportion. So I couldn't read it on the other screen. Sorry. In whatever from he willed, he has assembled you. He made me in a factory. No, but you deny the recompense. Oh, okay, I'm understanding it. And verily, over you are appointed angels in charge of mankind to watch you. And verily, over you are appointed angels in charge of... Okay, I got that. Like a guardian angel. I got that one. Join us now for more videos. What? I bet you there was a copyright issue in the video for sound, for a song or something like that. So they edited that part out of the video so that they could play it and not get demonetized or something like that. That's my guess. That makes sense. Or somebody's voice or something like that. Anyway, man, that one guy's intense. That guy, if that guy came to my house, I don't care what he could be selling shoes, and he was just like, hey, look at these shoes. Look at these shoes! I'd be like, I'll take 3 pairs, and they don't even fit me, and they're women's. I'll take whatever it takes, man. I apologize sincerely and profusely for whatever it is I have done to you and your family. Here's a handful of cash. Take it and be well. That's what I would just, exaggerated hands. Take it and be well, my friend. That guy scared the hell out of me. That guy scared the God into me. That's what that guy did. All right. Oh, that guy was intense. I'm glad that was they had the other guy who was very like, what do you think? You know, da-da-da. And then that guy comes on screen, he's just like, you could just see him building. And I was like, okay. And then when he slammed his hand on the table, I was like, look, whatever this man wants, sign me up. Man, that guy's intense. Wow. All right. There's a thanks button on the channel. You can donate. If you do donate, you can request videos. Here they are. You don't have to request videos. You don't have to donate. You can still request videos. You can donate and not request videos. If you don't donate and you request, it just does take longer. There's some people out there who are getting mad at me. I apologize. It's just a respect thing. If you donate to the channel, I think that you get higher bidding. You're throwing money at the channel. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You can like, give it a thumbs up. That actually helps a lot too, because I don't understand the algorithm and everyone else says that. So I'm saying it as well. And hopefully, you know, it makes sense, because it doesn't to me. And until next time, oh, if you want to do the thumbs down, I'm going to send that one intense guy to your house. And he's just going to say, why'd you do the thumbs down? He's going to get really intense with you. That guy was good. All right. So until next time, have a good day. Have a good night.